Maybe.
Welcome back to the YouTube channel. Today we're on our way to Tulare ThunderBowl.
So this place has a couple of unique characteristics, but one of them being it gets right up on the fence. And that's no joke. That's not like it's, 6 inches off the wall, a foot off the wall. Like, it literally builds a curb on the wall. The straightaways here are fairly long, so you carry a ton of speed, you get up on the banking, and then it just seems like if you're able to get the right rear right up there, you literally just carry more and more momentum as the race goes on and you get faster and faster. Something else to note about the ThunderBowl is the runs you can get down the back stretch. See, I feel like this part of the track kind of sits in the sun most throughout the day, so it gets slick off of 2 first. And then naturally, water runs down to the bottom. So as the night goes on, the track slows down and guys are trying to run the wall off of 2. They almost kind of sit still down the backstretch. Their momentum kind of carries them through it. But if you're able to diamond off this corner or roll the bottom and there's grip, it's insane the speed difference, going down into turn 3. And that's no joke. Every big race here, you see that come into play. And so if you can use that to your advantage, it is key to pass cars, throw slide jobs, and work your way to the front. But we're going to be getting things underway here in a little bit. We're going to have a strong field of NARC 410s. It's going to be important that we hot lap and qualify well to set ourselves up for success later in the night. Well, our night is full speed underway here at Tulare in the ThunderBowl. Solid qualifying effort for us. We're right in the top 10. I think we ended up 8th out of 26 410 sprint cars. We unloaded and hot lapped well, which was great. We were second quick there, made a really good lap. So we didn't make many changes for qualifying. I don't necessarily think we needed to, but the racetrack was starting to slicken off, so maybe we could have went a little bit farther. My first lap was okay, and I was trying to push to gain a couple tenths on my second time by, and I was just a dummy. I don't know if there was a banana peel in turn 1 and 2 or whatnot, but I basically just got a little too high and caught some dust and just lost right rear traction and spun out. Luckily, I already had gotten 1 lap, and it was, okay, like I said, put us 8th quick, but felt like I could have definitely got more that second time by, and that might have been able to help us here into this heat race. But now we're going to be starting front row outside. We need to win it from the outside pole to make it into the dash. And we'll also have to keep an eye and see what they do to the racetrack. It didn't have a lot of moisture in it on the top layer, but there was some underneath, so some spots are fast, some spots are like a sandbox, and some is just gut slick. So you have a couple different variables, and it makes it difficult to make your car go around. But we're gonna have to search for a little bit of traction, try to get the rear tires hooked up, and really got to get a good start here. And I got to do my job and try to get it done. If not, hold as best pace I can towards the front. So just as we started to make changes to our car, they actually went out and did track prep before the 410 sprint car heat races. And this was like a full farm, turned the material over, tilled it up, every single lane, threw some water on it, and then packed it back down before we went out.
the bump and upset the car, and when you enter with your left rear in the bump, it upset the car.
So you want to just have
Yeah, but I think either you enter above it because you enter a little too high above it, and then it sucks your left rear, and then you start top, and everyone else is kind of doing that.
Perfect. Thank you.
So we won the heat race from the outside pole. Driver did his job, and we made some correct changes there to our car. They worked it right before the heat races. I mean, it was like gut slick in qualifying, and then that grip came back, and I mean, there wasn't a slick spot out there for those 8 laps. Overall, I was probably just a tiny bit snug, which I was kind of hoping. Kind of makes me feel stable, and I knew if I got into clean air, even if I was snug, I could kind of drive the car in the right spot on the racetrack to help me with that. And through 1 and 2, that's really the only corner I would get tripped up on in spots, mainly just because there's kind of the normal divot in the center. It's not really like a hole, it's more just like uneven, and depending on how you go through it, you can kind of bounce or just kind of get stuck on the right rear and just hop through the corner. So I kind of tried to go above it, I tried to go below it, tried to go through it smoothly, almost grabbed some brake to kind of keep the car loaded to try to make it not hop, and every time I went through it, I started to feel better and better, and I think as the track widens out, that's just going to kind of take care of itself. But we're going to have a dash coming up. We'll see where we end up starting, but the worst we can start in tonight's feature is 6th. The best is on the pole, so hopefully things shake out in our favor here, and probably not going to make a lot of changes. The track's fast now, and it's going to take a little bit for it to start to slow down. So it's just about feature time here at the Tulare ThunderBowl. We're going to be rolling off from the 3rd row inside starting position. Unfortunately, the dash draw or invert system that KWS does, it didn't favor us. I think they drew a 4. We needed maybe a 6 it was. So we started last in the dash, was able to gain 1 position, was really trying to gain 2 to try to, leapfrog into the next row. Track was really fast though for it. Guys were running really, really hard, so that made it kind of more difficult to pass. But as they ran the 360 feature, and then there's the other support class and we're about to go, the track is going away. Like, it's got a nice solid cushion in both corners. 3 and 4 looks like you can kind of run both lines. 1 and 2 seems a little more top dominant. We'll see how the little tire cars maybe chew up the track, but main thing, we've just been going through changes on our car, just trying to, like, we didn't need to find grip for the heat race after they worked it. We didn't really need the grip in the dash, but we're going to need it in the feature. We also have to factor in, 30 gallons of fuel that we're going to have in our car, and that fuel load will make things act, significantly different. But I feel like we're in a good spot, and the main thing is just to have a first solid 15 laps, try to attack and move forward, and at worst maintain, and then you win these things on lap 15 through 30, whether that's lap traffic, guys falling off, whatever the case may be, the track changing. If you can kind of be on top of that, that's where you win races. So that's our goal rolling into it. We start in the first 3 rows. We got to stick up there and wait for our opportunity and take advantage of it. We just got everything all loaded up. Kind of coming to talk to you guys with my tail between my legs. Just a really bummer ending to our night here at Tulare. And what sucks is overall, this was kind of leading up to be maybe the best night I've ever had in a 410 here. I've, kind of struggled because this place it's so tricky and it's really hard to get a hold of from like every angle. Get your car good, driving it correctly and being up on the wheel enough. You really gotta muscle your car around this place. But anyway, long story short, started fifth there in the A, and you guys saw, I don't have to explain much. I spun out in the first corner. I'd really have to watch it back to see exactly what happened. Kind of felt like I just lost my car. I think it was a combination of maybe I tried to give myself a little bit of room from the cars in front of me so I didn't, do something stupid in that and run into the cars in front of me. And I think I kind of just got tight for a second, and then I tried to get back on the gas, and I think it just literally like maybe went from being tight to just looped around quickly because I just over throttled the car. And with the fuel load, it just killed me. Like I said, I need to watch it back exactly, but at the end of the day, it doesn't really matter. Like, stuff like that should not happen. As much as I felt like my car in general with the fuel load wasn't great those first couple laps, that's kind of just how these races are, and you got to do your best as a driver to maintain and not make mistakes. And I tried to just like get through the first corner, and it resulted in me not getting through the first corner. So that obviously killed our race. We clawed back from, we went back to 24th or 25th and finished 13th with not really any yellows. So, I mean, that was cool that we passed cars and actually made some great laps back there. It just sucks that like there's nothing to show for it, and I really think that we probably had a top 5 car or something capable of being in contention up front. So yeah, that really sucks. That's extremely disappointing. Like I said, my car from lap 10 or 15 through lap 30 was really good. I just wasn't super great early, and like I said, just felt like the car was easy to lose control of, and almost like the right rear kind of wanted to come around, so I kind of grabbed a little bit of wing, and by the end of the race my wing was all the way in the trunk, and I was beating the right rear off the wall and running the bottom and getting some grip down the backstretch, and I was running around some fast guys, but still, like I said, obviously wanted a lot more, wanted a lot more from our night and think we could have. So big thank you to all of our partners, the Boss, Shane DeWald Trucking, S-Tech, V&L Trucking, QRC, Carbon Works LLC, Fast 4 Media, Earth Environmental, Canopy Country, Pit Stop USA, ABC Powder Coating, Orville Tax, Ty 22, Triple X, Bullseye Design and Print, Rod and Supply, Champion Car Wash. We have so many great partners. I hate when we're not able to get the results for them. And then also, man, Carly worked her tail off tonight, my mom and dad, my girlfriend Jessica. It was only us 5 tonight, and we just had a lot of scrambling. We made a lot of changes. I felt like we kept making our car better, and we're really dang close, I think, with our setup, especially how we unloaded. We just got to try to stay on track throughout the night. And of course, that's what we're all trying to do in the pit area. It just feels like, man, we're really close with our balance. It's just making the right decisions at the right time. Well, to cap things off, I'll own the award, Idiot of the Night. We'll take it, put it behind us. There's nothing we can do now. Overall, though, I am very thankful for the great fan base and you guys that have behind me to ride along with me for this journey. It's great we get to do it together. I know it's been a grind this year and a slow upward battle, but we're heading in the right direction. Our car's getting faster. We're more maneuverable. We're having more speed throughout the night. We're tackling some places that are a little tougher for us. And man, we have a lot of great races ahead that I'm really looking forward to. So thanks to you guys. Thanks to my team. Thanks to my partners. We're going to keep digging. We're not going to give up. See you in the next one. Deuces.